Welcome to 30-Second Chances, where we ask deep, contemplative questions and provide far too little time to formulate thoughtful, reflective answers. My guest today is sound designer Robert Dudzic. Robert, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine, thanks.
Good. You know the drill, 30 seconds on the clock, and then on to the next question. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Question number 1. Describe your job to a 5-year-old.
Playing with toys.
And then what?
I'm playing with toys. I'm getting paid for playing with toys. I'm like a big kid. I just enjoy what I'm doing. So it's how to other way to describe this.
Okay, we're not going to make it to 30 seconds with a description like that, but okay. And 30 seconds is up. Okay. Question number 2. How has the growth of immersive audio impacted your work in sound design?
To be honest with you, right now, not really, but I'm preparing for this thing. So a lot of the tracks what I'm working right now, I'm recording a multi-channels microphone, like I'm using the Rode NTSF1 when I'm recording an ambisonic or I'm recording a binary audio. So not at this moment, but I'm getting ready because I know everything is going through like VR world and the time is coming. So when the time's come, I'm gonna have everything ready to go. Plus I will be able to up converting a lot of stuff to whatever the format will be necessary at this point.
Next question. What's the most annoying piece of gear you've ever had in your studio?
I don't have a gear like this because I'm very careful what I'm buying. I passed the time when I was just buying stuff, I buy because people have it. No, I'm very careful right now for buying stuff. And if there will be only one in knowing this thing, is the constantly updates for the software companies. Not the gear, but softwares. Because each time when you're doing something, it's coming new update. Every day new update. And it's just completely annoying and wasting time. They should do like one day of the week and everybody release update. Like
Next
Tuesday.
question. What's the worst mistake you've ever made in a professional setting?
Worst mistake? Probably forget bring extra batteries for my recorders and extra SSD card. That I'm sure it's happening to everyone. So right now when I'm going, I always well prepared, have extra battery, extra SSD card, and backup mic, backup recorder, and backup cables. You always have a backup because when the sounds happen, you have sometimes just a one chance, and sometimes to get where I'm going, it takes a lot of hassles to get to the place you're recording sounds. So you really don't want to blow this thing and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, can we do this again?"
Next question. What would 15-year-old you be most and least impressed with about you now?
Probably if I would play him some of the sounds what I'm doing for trailers or like, and there's in the video game and tell him like, hey, you know the game or the movie? Yeah, and like, I did this. They will be probably most impressed and not the way how I'm doing. It's just like, you did that? I say, yeah. And just show them how I did this thing maybe.
And how about least impressed?
At least impressed? Maybe probably, I don't know what will be the least impressed. Probably maybe talking too much technical stuff. They don't care about this 15 years old.
Okay, next question. If you could have one pointless or semi-useless superpower, what would it be?
I like to be invisible because then I will be able to get to the places where you're not allowed to go and recording stuff. So I would love to.
Everybody wants to be invisible. Everybody wants to be invisible and wants to fly. Things like that. I
want to fly.
You don't want to fly?
No. I would like to have invincible and have the power of easy convince people to what they want to do. Like the power of trust. People trust you.
Now that I like. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Okay. I'm going to put 30 seconds more on the clock, and I'm going to give you 30 seconds to either plug something you're doing or ask me a question or anything you want to do with it. 30 seconds. It's yours, and go.
So what I'm doing, I'm working right now on my instrument, but unfortunately the instrument will be not released to the public. I'm just making for myself because I did so many sound design for other libraries, and I get to the point and there's no reason anymore to using this stuff because everyone using. So I'm letting everyone know that I'm doing something for myself, software for my design. So just stay tuned because I will be sharing with you the idea what I'm doing with my recordings. And what else? I have a couple of big projects coming, and one of them will be with Cubase, with Steinberg. But I can't say any more details about this thing. But if you like my stuff, my sounds, and you follow me on Instagram or YouTube, you will probably enjoy what I just did with the guys from Steinberg.
Cool.
So that's it.
Okay. That concludes our questions, and thank you for being our guest.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for having me.